I've had a lot of requests for an update on Flare. And, I don't want to come on here every night and yell, F assets are coming, F assets are coming, like some crypto Paul Revere. I wanted to wait till we had some substance, something we could dig into. And I think Tony from Thinking Crypto just gave a great interview of Hugo from Flare. And there's a lot of topics, a lot of things we could dig into, discuss. I'll give you my opinion. Now, first and foremost, we have the launch of F assets, at least the stated dates. They're saying it's going to be end of year for Songbird F assets and then early 2025 for Flare. Now, this is not my first rodeo, and I know it's not yours either. We know how blockchain development goes. What you probably will see is Songbird will get launched, the F asset system launched on that network early 2025, and then a few months out from there, then we will get it on the mainnet on Flare. Just how this game typically works. It's hard to do good blockchain development, and usually you're missing deadlines. That's just life. That's my opinion, but we'll see it play out. Now, once it does go live on Songbird, it's going to be very bullish for that network, that Canary network, and that token. But I think it's also going to drive value for Flare, for the Flare token, because now that long awaited feature set, that functionality that everyone wants, it's now live. It's being tested and it's real now. It's not just a concept. So I think it's going to be very bullish for Flare as well. Now, once it goes live on the main chain, well, now we're going to be able to use borrowing and lending services, and we're going to be able to provide liquidity and AMM pools using our generally dormant assets, Bitcoin, Doge, XRP. Massive. Also, during bull runs, what do you want to do? You might not want to sell your crypto, but typically people want to borrow against it. Last bull run, I used Nexo for that purpose for some of my assets. Of course, there's a lot of risk in anything like that. I had very manageable leverage there, and I took loans and deployed that capital into the bull market. Some people use Celsius for that, unfortunately, for that type of thing, for borrowing against their assets. And so, in the midst of a bull run, something like this, where people can bring on the network, again, XRP, they don't want to sell. Bitcoin, they don't want to sell. Or Doge, they don't want to sell. And they now can borrow against it on chain and deploy that, into the crypto market. I think that's going to be popular and that's going to drive value. Of course, with Stargate integration, where we also can bridge over Ethereum assets, some of the most popular and valuable in the world. So we should have a nice multi-chain hub here to use in DeFi with your whole suite of services. We just got to get this over on the main chain, and I think we'll get cooking there. Now, of course, when we look at Flare, big partnerships, two big ones that I'm aware of, the biggest of the big. Google Cloud, we don't have to go over a lot why that's groundbreaking and a huge partnership. But Red Date Technology, this is out of Hong Kong, and the goal here, what they're doing is they want to provide mainland Chinese visitors in Hong Kong access to financial services, fully KYC, private, compliant with Chinese law. And we're talking about 50 million visitors from mainland China to Hong Kong annually that could possibly use this, that very well may use this. And that could be, a big driver of value and adoption and real world utility. It's all about making it in those tough markets, United States, India, China. If you can make inroads there, that's where the money is. That's where the value is. That could be huge. Lastly, 2025, in my opinion, it's going to be a huge year for artificial intelligence. And you're going to see the AI sector of crypto really heat up. I think Hugo has some special things planned for AI and Flare as we get into next year. Now, we're going to see GPT-5 launch. It's ramping up to where we will start seeing enterprise solutions start to roll out in preparation of 2026. That's where we're going to shift from AI as a fun toy to now it's an enterprise solution that businesses are going to deploy and change the world. We have Elon. He's going to be releasing Grok 3. I don't know what to expect from Grok, but Elon has basically bought all the compute there is, and I'm hearing it's going to be epic. We'll see. 2025 is going to be a crazy year for artificial intelligence and the AI sector of blockchain. And I think, really Hugo has a great plan here. Now, he wouldn't tell us in depth what he's looking to do, but with his strategy, I think it revolves around chain abstraction. One of the best I have seen in chain abstraction is Near. They're probably the leader right now. And the idea is, look, you don't want to jiggle joggle a million wallets when you're trying to do transactions. Maybe for storing your long term value for investment purposes, that's different. But when you're utilizing crypto, it gets very complicated. So Near has their way of doing this where you can use a singular wallet and you can move value around different chains and just seamlessly kind of do your transactions. Well, I think Hugo, what he's looking at for artificial intelligence is, you can have this decentralized AI that is really the interface, the in between all these different blockchains. So you might say, all right, I'll put $1,000 worth of XRP in this funding wallet of some sort. And then you just tell your AI agent what you want it to do. And you might say, send it over in the FLRF asset pool, and it's just going to do it. It's just going to put it securely where it needs to go. And then you would tell it, all right, pull it out of there. I want my funds back. And you can just tell the agent across whatever chains, wherever you want your value to go, whatever transactions you want to do, and the AI agent will take care of it. And you have Flare as this interoperability layer, this blockchain of data. And I think it's a really compelling use case as you pair both artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, these really emergent technologies that are going to be pillars of the future of finance. You put them together in a pretty compelling way, and you might see a lot of adoption there with something like this. And I think he has quite a few plans with AI, blockchain technology. And remember, he thinks that artificial intelligence, blockchain's application to that might be even bigger than finance. He's got big plans here. So I think we're set up wonderfully for 2025 for FLR. Remember, everything doesn't run at the same time. Just a few weeks ago, XRP was down in the dumps. Now it's up big, and it's going to continue to go up. There is a flow to this kind of stuff. And I think what you'll see is some of your bigger assets will keep creeping up, and they're going to get more and more expensive, and people are going to start digging down the list looking for new gems, new opportunities. And you're going to see Flare, one of the only, very serious layer one smart contract blockchains that has DeFi, that has this interoperability play, that has an AI play. And it's just going to be too compelling. I think you're going to see a lot of action on there. I think we will see a listing on Binance before the end of next year. And it's just going to come together to be a very, explosive 2025 for this token value. I'm not worried at all. I think it's all going to play out well for us as FLR token holders. Let me know what you think, though, down below. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.